All right, we're gonna give this another go. Been watching too many YouTube videos. Decided it was time to maybe make one. You're gonna hear Andrew joining me from the other room. I have this beautiful yellow cauliflower. What am I actually even making? I think it's like loosely interpretable as a jardinera. But it's from Brad Leone. It's a recipe. I think he called it Super Zinger, which is a pretty fun name. And I want to be like Brad when I grow up, so I'm giving it a try. This is a lacto fermentation, which means we just kind of leave it out for a number of days until we feel like it's funky enough. So right now I'm just kind of breaking down this cauliflower, cutting off the bad little boo-boos, as Brad might say. I already don't feel charismatic in front of the camera. It's probably a great sign. Am I charismatic in real life, though? I don't know if anyone would argue that. This is a beautiful, sunny little creamsicle colored cauliflower. Pretty excited about this. I don't necessarily know how I'm going to eat it or what I'm going to put it on, which is probably not a great start for something I've never made before. But we're going to give it a go. And yeah, why did I buy 2 heads of cauliflower for this when I've never made it? You tell me. I just got really excited. It's a really gorgeous looking cauliflower. And then I saw the other cauliflower and I thought, well, they would look really pretty together. And so they're going to be friends in the jar. I might have enough to do 2 jars. I don't know. The way Brad was doing it, it kind of looked like, depending on the size of the head of your cauliflower, you could fit a couple in there. I'm throwing in, you can't really see, can you? I'm like gently tossing in all manner of pieces. I'm trying to keep them in little florets, I guess. He went crazy on his, chopping it up, making it pretty small. But I mean, I kind of like the idea of, reaching in there like a pickle, reaching in there, grabbing a stalk, a little floret. But we'll see how that turns out. The stems are good. I'm definitely gonna cut up the stem and put it in there, because they're delicious and nutritious. Um, this guy's in the way of the orange one cutting board. I cut off the end. I might cut off a little more of the end because it's kind of green. At that end, people do things with they peel. I think the they peel the stalk before they do anything with it. I don't think that's necessary at all. Um, so we're not gonna do that. If I can be lazy about it, I'm 100% going to be. Little weird marks on the inside here. Just gonna chop that right out. I wonder how much the mic is picking up the sounds of Rocket League. We'll find out in post, I guess. Is that what they say? Post-production? I'm such a filmmaker now. Instantaneous. Put a mic on me. I became a filmmaker. Boom. I'm wondering if I'm gonna want to put music to this or something. I'm imagining I will. Just me talking is gonna be pretty boring, I think. All right, we got through 1 head of cauliflower. I think I'm going to do both, and then we will kind of mix them together reconvene after that. We have these beautiful little sweet peps here too that I've been kind of munching on here and there as I've been going. Pretty tasty. Brad put a jalapeno in, I think, for spice, but I have baby mouth. So I think I'm just gonna do a few bits of crushed red pepper flakes because that's a little more my speed these days. I'm retired from extremely spicy food at this point in my life. You can ask my friend Kathy about it if you want to know more. What have we got here? See, beautiful, beautiful cauliflower. So he said you can throw broccoli in, and it's gonna smell. So I think maybe broccoli is more stinky than cauliflower, but they both kind of are a bit stinky, I think. Don't pay attention to my knife skills. I'm lucky to have all my fingers probably. So I'm imagining this is gonna go out to my family, aunts, parents, siblings, whoever's entertained by this. And if they're not, I'm sure I'm gonna hear about it. Just breaking down my cauliflower, just casually in my kitchen, doing what I love to do, which is make something that is hopefully tasty. We're getting towards the end of this head right here. Just singing to my cauliflower. Maybe it'll taste better if I sing a little song. Got this beast of a stem right here. I'm just gonna chop the heck out of it, I guess. I don't know. It's getting fermented. It's gonna essentially cook a little bit. I don't think they need to be tiny chunks. Brad was kind of dicing the heck out of his. All right, we have all of this. This can all this detritus can go into these pieces. Let's give it a little toss with our hands so that we mix around those beautiful colors. We've got a little more even distribution of the two colors. Let's chop some of these peppers. I really wish I had bought some hummus today or some chickpeas. I wonder if I have any in the freezer. It's possible. He didn't deseed these or anything. I'm inclined not to either because there's literally a teeny tiny bit. And it's not like you can't eat these seeds. Just giving these a little dice, like you might see, I suppose, in a jar of pickled peppers. There we go, Kathleen. Tuck those knuckles under. We've got these three pretty colors. We got yellow, orange, and red. I don't know how many I'm gonna feel like chopping up. I'm gonna eat the butts, I guess. The weird ends. I kind of feel like this would be more fun if my family were actually here to talk back to me. Maybe I'll do like a live stream on Twitch or something. No. See? That was not where you wanted it to go. That went into the compost. And those are your neat, nice little slices. Come on back. I'm gonna give them a little rinse. A little rinsey poo. I guess learning how to talk and cook at the same time is its own challenge. Did not expect that. But I imagine you get better at it over time. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's Twitch. And then maybe I could look up and be like, oh hey, Amy, how you doing? See, wrong pile, Kathleen. Pay attention. Crunchy. I think I want to get a good number of these in here because I don't see myself eating them unless I buy some hummus one of these days or make some. I have chickpeas, but they're kind of already accounted for. I might film this tomorrow as well. I'm gonna make a chickpea curry from one Nisha Vora, who's kind of my idol a little bit in terms of her recipes, her everything. She's just amazing at cooking. I would like to be her when I grow up too. She was a lawyer turned vegan chef, I guess. All of her recipes, Mary, you can vouch for this. My mother-in-law, that all of her recipes are phenomenal, and you can't make a single bad one. There are not enough reds in here. We've got only oranges. All right, so this is gonna be a very orange jardinera. I'm ripping off some of the ugly looking parts. I don't know. I should have bought organic, but this was what was around. Do a couple more. Yeah, you generally, I think, want organic for ferments because pesticides and whatnot can affect the ferment, and without the pesticides, you might have colonization by other friendlies that help the ferment along. Not really sure what kind of bacteria those would be. Lactobacteria? I'm not sure. That's what we call this kind of a ferment where you leave it out in a salt solution. You're selecting for lactobacillus, which has been humanity's friend for, I think, a very long time. I'm just going to keep going with these peppers. They're so pretty in there. Brad did his by the total weight, but he also just gave us the recipe in terms of like one head of cauliflower, which I'm just gonna double, I guess. I don't feel like doing the math on the weight of this entire vegetable situation, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna, I have mise en place right here, my sugar, my salt, enough for one recipe anyway. We're gonna see how much we can fit into a jar. We need a little bit of head space. We need a reasonable amount of head space, I think. Hopefully my crunching isn't too loud on this microphone. We'll find out. It'll be pretty fun. I think that's the last pepper I feel like chopping. Nope, see, I tossed it into the compost. Threw my work away. There we go. Ugh, I'm gonna have to edit out me choking later. Slightly on this pepper. I'm like not good at chewing my food. Okay. Alright. So this water's supposed to be lukewarm. I got it from the fridge because it was filtered. And then I boiled some to try and bring it up to some kind of appropriate temperature. I'm not really sure the order in which Brad puts everything together, but I think I'm just gonna start with an empty jar. It says cocoa powder on it. You might want to consider removing that label. Oh, he had some garlic cloves too. Completely forgot those. Do not want to forget those. Definitely going to contribute a lot of flavor. Oh, come back to the final product here. I wonder how my phone's holding up in terms of battery. Move that out of the way a little bit. How am I doing, guys? Are you entertained? This is entertaining to me, I guess. These are little baby cloves. I think I'm gonna do most of this head of garlic. Although sometimes their instincts are wrong with this. I remember having pickle that somebody homemade, and I had thought before that point there was no such thing as too much garlic, but that was the point I learned at which point too much garlic exists. These pickles, oh man, they were delicious, but instantaneous heartburn, not the best time. Thanks again, Kathy, for teaching me that lesson. I think it is 2 cloves. I can look at the recipe. Oh, no, I can't. My computer shut off. Oh, there it is. How many cloves? 2 cloves crushed. Let's do 3 because 2 reasonable size and a little one, because this was a pretty small head of garlic. Just cut off their little tails and toss them in there. I think we just shove everything together in the jar. So I'm just gonna start throwing in veggies. My little canning funnel, not really sure it's the right tool for the job at the moment. Some of these florets are having trouble getting in there. I think I'm just gonna fill this up, especially and also a lacto fermentation like this, the cauliflower itself kind of cooks down a little bit. I know you want everything to be submerged, so probably not gonna go much past. Man, now I have a shit ton of cauliflower. Whoops. I think this is reasonable. I think this is within reason. We have a good inch and a half or more of headspace. Pour all these spices in. We've got peppercorns, we've got bay leaves. Oh, and I have pickling salt, which I'm gonna give it a go. I think I just tried it for the first time with my cabbage, quick pickled cabbage that I made the other day. So we'll see how that holds up. Oh, a stray piece of pepper. So I think it says rounded 1/8 teaspoon per quart. There's definitely at least a quart in here. The bay leaves allegedly are also supposed to help with this, keeping the pickles crisper. This looks reasonable to me. Oh, the sugar too. Sugar and the salt. Throw that all in. We have sugar because that helps kickstart the fermentation by giving them some food. All right, so we're almost full. What can I do to get us over the line here? We're really not that far. Maybe just a little more water. This is not boiling anymore. I'm just gonna, we're still not quite there. Don't worry, I'm gonna add a little more salt. Gonna get some more of that filtered water from the fridge. This seems reasonable. Like, I'm not mad at how this looks. I'm not mad. Looks pretty decent. Oh, that's a broken bay leaf. They're just brittle, aren't they? Get in there, will you? Come on. All right, I'm gonna just a few turns to hopefully dissolve everything, distribute the spices throughout. I can't remember if he puts the oregano in at the end or not. I think he put it in once it was finished. Oops. All right, shove all that down there. Yep, you do. All right, I think we're looking good. I think we're looking great. This is gonna be, did I throw the garlic in there? Yeah, it's at the bottom. What am I reaching for down here? My special lid, which I can't seem to find the right size of right now. I thought I got it out the other day. And then what did I do with it? Did I get them out already? Nope. Oh my goodness. Come back, lids. Oh no, here they are. They're the same size. Okay. Oh yeah, and a weight. The glass weight. I have. Hopefully, yes, I do. I have another weight. There's one right now in the the cabbage that I have in the fridge. Squish, okay? Squish. Stay squished. Oh, I almost forgot the secret ingredient. Brad puts some juice from another ferment, which in this case for me is going to be kimchi that I made last week. So this is, I guess, to help inoculate. We're just going to get, ooh, yep, that's alive. Oh yeah, oh my gosh. I'm so proud of this kimchi. Just going to do a little splasheroonie. Contribute some flavors. Let's try a piece actually while we're here. I love fermentation. I really do. I'm not gonna put that all the way away because we're only done with it yet. But now that we've done all that, I think I'm just gonna put the lid on. Bob's your mother's brother, you know? Call it a day. And there we have it. Hope you enjoyed my first jardiniera. I guess I'll have to check back in a number of days to see if it tastes any good or not. How fizzy it gets. The water gets cloudy. It looks questionable. We're going to find out. Stay tuned.